Good morning, good afternoon, good evening everyone. Welcome to another month. We're into July and this video is about a week later than I usually do it because I've been sick and am just recovering now. But we'll get into it. So we're doing our investing challenge. So every month we record our dividends, we update the portfolio, we show the changes, our profit, our losses, what we've been investing in. We talk about our goals going forward and we just give it a wee review. So in the last video, at the start of June, we had 204 subscribers, and now we're sitting at 217. So we're going to put another $13 into Triple M. And over the past month, we also got a referral. So someone used the link in the description to sign up for Sharesies, which is super cool that they're now starting their journey. So we'll get right in. We also put $5 from the referral into our subscriber stock, and then I chip in $5 myself. So 13 plus 5 plus 5 is a quick old $23 into the fund or the stock. And I'll just get my password right, and we should be sailing golden. So there we go, we've got $23 more into Triple M, and that's bringing up our investment over $300 now, so we're sitting at about 320. So about 1.5 shares almost, well, but more than that actually, because we've been buying cheaper in the past. So we'll be heading towards 2 shares really, which will be super cool, and our dividends will be growing and growing and growing over time. So as you can see, it started off at 20 cents back in September, and it's moving up to be probably $2 by September 2021. So that's super cool seeing that growth, and you'll see it better in the portfolio once we slide over there. So we'll go back to the portfolio and look at the dividends we received for July. So this is my Bundy little counter here. So we just select all that and we see that we got $7.11. And so we've got that recorded there, and we'll update this. And our wee tracker that we've got going here, and it updates all our bars. So it's the first month for quarter 3 of 2021 is looking $7.11, and that's beating our quarter 3 last year, as that would have been that and that. So we're aiming to beat $29, $30. So we've got another 2 months to go. And the next month should be a pretty big one, and the one after that a little bit smaller, I think. It's looking not too shabby from the US companies, especially as we grow our investments into them. And we also see our staircases starting to form month on month and year on year. So it's super cool to see. We had actually nothing in July in our first year. So that's super cool to see us get $3.36 and then double it at least back into 2021. And August, we'll see just a massive change. And September will probably look severely different depending on when Hallensteins pays that big dividend. So in total, we're looking at $94 roughly. So 3/4 of the way to 2020 and almost 3/4 of the way through the year. So it's looking similar, but hopefully these next 3-4 months should be huge, should be absolutely massive with, I think, AT&T's coming in with their big dividends, 7%, Hallensteins, and then every single US company that has dividends is paying another quarter, or at least 2 quarters if they haven't paid their quarter 3 one yet. So it's super cool, and it'll look very different on here in the future as well. So my guess of $7 was pretty bang on at $7.11, but I did get beaten. So every month I let people guess and see if they can beat me for a shout out. And Project Frugal, Vinny guessed $7.18. So he was closer by he was 7 cents off and I was 11 cents off. So he was closer by 4 cents. So shout out to Vinny from Project Frugal. I think him and his wife do this kind of just very wholesome day in the life type content, and with a bit of investment stuff going on in there. I checked out the most recent video, which is their Sharesies road to 100k, and it's got Vinny here doing quite a nice tidy presentation of their portfolio and their investments, and they've got a really cool spreadsheet tracker. It's very different to mine and a bit more in depth, and it's quite cool. But if you're looking for content like that, definitely head over there and at least say hello from me. And so that was super cool. Hopefully Project Frugal doesn't get as close to mine this month. But we'll move on from there and we'll update this to be our August guess. and I'm going to go with a guess of $19.50, New Zealand dollars 50. So we'll smash that, and this guess, I do have a little bit of knowledge based off a dividend that's already came through. You might have seen it as I scrolled down before. So if you didn't, maybe give a cheeky glimpse to get a hint on what's coming forward. As I do have asymmetric information on the guessing game. That's why I do give you a shout out if you beat me, because it's quite tough. But some months I do get just off. My girlfriend beats me probably 50% of the time, so I'm not too great at it just yet, but we're getting there. Our total unrealized gains is looking about 20%, which is mean as. This is a bit scuffed at the moment because I invested a lot in this past week, but I don't know if I updated this properly, so I'm going to go through in the background and check it. But I think it's mostly right. And so these gains will be a bit squashed for now because I did recently invest about $750, so it'll take time for those invested pennies to actually see some capital gains, to see some dividends. So over the next year or two, those gains will really be realised, assuming positive things are happening in the market. And we haven't yet updated these because I think last week's video when I released this, I think this is all updated for the month of July because I don't think we received any dividends in the near end of the month, but the ones that come in for August, I'll chip them into here for the next month's video and show them. But if you do want to see all these graphs and a more in-depth talk about them, go check out my last video. And our weightings, of course, will be updated in the next video as well because I did invest a lot this week and haven't updated this, but the general proportion will stay very the same. I think Apple might bump up to about 11%, and Tesla will drop maybe 1%, as I did invest a lot into some of these other companies. And we'll scroll through Sharesies and give it a wee look. So as you can see, our returns aren't too different from the last month previous. It's been pretty much the same, not too much changing, just keeping a nice level. A2 still not doing much. I'm just kind of keeping that to see if anything happens. If a different investing opportunity comes up that I just think, wow, I really wish I had $80, I will sell out of A2, just cut the losses and go for something else. But if nothing too serious is coming up, I'll just leave that there sitting around. So AT&T is just pretty much break even after they've paid their dividend, and Google has been surging a wee bit. Apple's looking mean as we invested recently about 60-70 US dollars into there, bringing it up to 825 US, and their price recently did surge a bit as well after their earnings, so it's super cool. We got more money into Coca-Cola, Colgate, iShares as well. So these quarterly paying companies will be giving us mad dividends in the future as well. Johnson & Johnson, MasterCard we added a bit into as well. A bit into McDonald's. We've left Mainfreight alone recently because it has just kept surging up through their great earnings and just solid strength in their company. But the yield is pretty low and their PE ratio is quite high. But I will be doing some background research into these guys, see if I want to keep buying more into them, or if I should just be going into other companies that are a bit more valuable. Meridian Energy we haven't touched in quite a while. We did a little buy back in the 5th of July, but nothing really serious. It's been pretty flat. I haven't seen anything online changing my opinion on them, so I'm just kind of holding them for the dividend. Microsoft has recently gone up quite a bit as well, so I did a bit more in them. Wish I probably did it a little bit earlier, like on the 1st, but that's alright. Then we invested a lot more into our Realty Income Corp. We've been buying this one pretty much just all the way through since we've started, trying to get that monthly dividend just raising itself, so it's just been going up and up and up and up. And then obviously this one's a bit bigger because we did chunk in a bit more money here. And then Tesla has been very volatile recently. So over the past 3 months, it's been down, up, down, up, down, up. and now we're sitting up around $700 a share, which is super sick. So our investment of about $1,600 is returning almost 400, so that's super sick. And on Hatch, this is our Tesla investment as well. We are holding about 2.2 shares, and we bought in at about 316 US dollars, so 450 NZ, and current price up to 1,000. So we've hit a massive return on Tesla, 120%, and that minus the fees, and so that's super cool. So we've added that into our spreadsheets as well, into everything, and that is looking great. And then we did purchase a bit more Disney as well, just upping our stake in that as we see the future for them being quite bright. And yeah, so that is the updated portfolio for the month. So many dividends are coming in August. I think my guess is going to be either very close or very far off. I actually have no idea. I just put a bang for buck guess in there, just hoping it's close. So if you want to beat me, leave a comment in the comment section below, and if you win, I'll check out your channel, give it a shout out, and yeah, just keep the community growing. And yeah, so if you like the video, leave a like. If you want to, subscribe and keep up with my journey and talk about yours as well, that'd be super cool. But yeah, this is all for this month, and I'll catch up with you guys in the next video, probably talking about Tesla and their AI day, which is coming up in a few weeks, and just giving generally updates on the portfolio, my investments, anything that's changing, any insane dividends and stuff like that. So I'll see you next time, guys. Happy investing.